Now we need to add our audio. So if you haven't imported the spaceodyssey.mp3, you can do so now. Once you have it in, simply drag it onto the composition window. I'm going to open up the tab for audio, and I'm going to open up waveform. And you can see that we've got some dead time in the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to edit that out first. I'm going to set my timeline to 3 seconds, and at 3 seconds I'll cut the audio. Now I'm going to hit home on the keyboard or put my playback at the beginning of the composition, and I'm going to move that audio clip against the playback head. Now that we have our audio, we're simply going to fade it out at the end. So I'm going to go to 30 seconds, and I'm going to go back in time to 28. And I'm going to click on the stopwatch next to the term audio levels. I'll return to the end of the composition, and I'll make the audio levels -100. And I'm going to just play this little bit, and I'm going to save it. Now there's one other thing I want to do is I want this whole composition to fade to black. And the easiest way to do that now is to put a black layer on top and minimize where it appears on screen. I'm going to go to Layer, New, Solid, and I'm going to choose black. I'll click OK, and click OK again, and now a black layer covers the whole composition. I'm going to start at second number 28. And at 28, I'm going to cut the end point of that clip by holding down the Option, hitting open bracket. I'm going to hit T on the keyboard, drop the first keyframe for opacity, and make the opacity 0. I'll now go to 30 seconds, and at 30 seconds I'll return it back to 100%. I'm just going to preview that little bit where the audio and the visual content disappears. And there we have it. The last step is to export this using Media Encoder. I'll make sure that my work area is defined the 30 seconds for the spot. I'm going to go up to File, Export, Add to Media Encoder. Once my composition appears in the render queue in the corner of Media Encoder, I'm going to click on the blue terms here. They should be H.264. If not, you can see there's a scroll down menu and you can change that. I'm going to click on it to get the preview. Once my preview appears, I'm going to click on the output name in blue, and I'm going to direct it to my desktop folder. I'm going to save, and then I'm going to go down and reduce my frame rate. Now, I was working at 30 frames per second, and because this is just a simple animation made inside of After Effects with no real video content requiring slow motion or any other effects like that, I can go to the frame rate, unlock it, and I'm going to drop it down to 12 frames per second. It's telling me down at the bottom now that the approximate size will be 36 megs. It's probably going to be smaller than that. I'll click OK, and then in the upper right hand corner of the render queue I'll click on the green triangle to render out my movie.